Hi family, welcome back to Samuella's Kitchen. Today I am so excited because I am sharing my SK Marry Me Okro Stew recipe with you all. If you can hear from my voice, I'm actually really excited about this, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. So it is called SK Marry Me Okro Stew because in my head, guys, I was going to make it for my future boyfriend or my future husband, and then he was going to propose to me. But alas, that did not happen. So I just left it as SK Marry Me Okro Stew just because I think that, you know, if your significant other orders it for you, or if you order it for your significant other, they will definitely propose because it's that good. Okay, so I am sharing a variation of this recipe with you all today. So to start, I just added in a palm oil, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of palm oil, and then I added in some sliced onions, some Koobi, Momoni, and then I'm just mixing it all together. So the full list of the ingredients will be in the description box, so please make sure to check it out. And I will also add in the English name for it as well, if you are not Ghanaian or familiar with Ghanaian cuisine specifically. So once I added in the sliced onions, the Koobi, and the Momoni, I then went ahead and I added in my blended ingredients. So my blended ingredients are onion, habanero peppers, ginger, and garlic. Feel free to add as many habanero peppers as you can handle. In this specific recipe, I think I used about 6 to 8 habanero peppers. 6 to 8 red habanero peppers, I should say. So this was extremely spicy for me personally. But like I said, you know, at the end of the day, this is your food, so feel free to customize it as you see fit. If you don't eat a lot of pepper, please don't add pepper because SK was using pepper, okay? Definitely make the recipe according to your own taste. And then once I added everything in, I'm just mixing it all together. I usually allow my blended mixture to cook down really well for about 20-25 minutes. And this is because I'm usually doing a lot of different things while I am cooking my okra stew as well. So after 20-25 minutes, I am going to go ahead and add in a can of diced tomatoes. I left this dish for my sister to watch, guys, and when I came back, she had burned it. Did you guys see it? It had burned. So as I am trying to mix the tomatoes with a blended mixture, I'm being very careful because my sister burned the sauce just slightly. She did not burn the whole thing, but she just burned it slightly. So after the tomatoes have been well incorporated with the blended mixture, about 15-20 minutes or so, I added in my cooked goat meat. So a full list of how to cook, you know, the ingredients that I use for the goat meat is also in the description box, so definitely check it out. I cooked my goat meat separately. I use a pressure cooker for it, and my goat meat is usually very tender, just because I don't like to struggle with my meat when I'm chewing my meat. You know, life is to be enjoyed. Why am I suffering? So make sure that your meat is tender, and then I am salting my dish. So this is the first and last time that I'm going to salt this specific dish here, and once I salted it, I did not show this, but I added in goat meat stock. That is the most important thing, so make sure that you are adding just a little bit of the goat meat stock to this dish. That is what is going to enhance this okra stew, and that is what's going to give it a lot of flavor. So it's important that you season your goat meat well, because that's where most of the flavor is going to come from, you know, in addition to the goat meat. So I added in extra habanero peppers as well, you know, just because some people like their food very spicy, and then you can also mix it in the okra stew directly. So like I mentioned, I am using frozen okra for this recipe. Sometimes I use fresh okra, but in this recipe specifically, I did not feel like cutting fresh okra, so and this was for the house anyway, so I just used frozen okra. The way that we cook frozen okra, you add just about a half or 1 cup of water, boil it, then you throw in the frozen okra, mix it together, and add about a half or 1 teaspoon of baking soda as well. So right before I add my okra to my stew or my sauce base, I added a little bit of oil and more sliced onions to a frying pan, and this is because when I add in my okra, sometimes I don't see the oil anymore, like the stew does not shine. And I think that, you know, for picture purposes and for, you know, serving purposes, I think that adding a little bit more oil and some sliced onions will look really, really well. So as you can see here, I'm adding in my cooked okra and I am mixing it really well with the stew base. Like I said, this recipe is really easy. People are always amazed, you know, when I teach them, and it's like, it's not that hard, to be honest. Like, it's so easy to put together, you know, once you have your protein and things like that together. It's just a matter of mixing stuff together, and that's it. It's really easy. So as you can see, I'm just making sure that everything is well incorporated here. Just making sure that the sauce, or the stew base rather, is well mixed in with the okra that I just added. And I don't add any additional salt here. So before you add in your okra, just make sure that you seasoned it according to your taste, because once I add the okra, that's literally it. Like, I just turn off the stove and that's it. So right here, once everything has been mixed well, I'm adding in the palm oil and the onions, and look at that, guys. This looks so good. I'm not even gonna lie. This looks delicious. This looks so good, and this recipe is extremely easy to make. Like I mentioned, the full list of ingredients will be in the description box, so please make sure to check it out. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. You guys know that I'm always readily available on Instagram or via email or via the comment section. And here I am just going to scoop out. The word that I'm thinking of is not coming to me, but I'm just going to just put the okra in a serving dish. Please ignore my ashy hands, guys. I'm usually just always in the kitchen washing my hands too many times and not lotioning enough times, so just ignore my ashy hands and let's just focus on this delicious okra. So I always joke on Instagram that I like my okra very thick, just like my thighs. So I like very thick okra. I don't like drawy okra. I don't like, you know, slimy, and I don't like my okra to draw very you know, like the normal way. I like my okra thick, and that's how I like it. Okay, so please make sure to give this recipe a try. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer, and I hope you all try this recipe. Definitely looking forward to your feedback, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.